Today we celebrate the feast of St. Bartholomew. The only thing we know about Bartholomew is his name and that he is one of the apostles. He's mentioned in the lists of apostles in the Gospels. There are some scholars who think that Bartholomew might also be called Nathaniel, but I'm going to work under the assumption today that Bartholomew was not Nathaniel. And so all we know about Bartholomew is that he was an apostle. That's it. We know nothing about his ministry. We know nothing about where he ministered. And even though he is almost completely anonymous, we do know and we can believe that Bartholomew helped to establish what is now the church. And in that, Bartholomew is an example for all of us. Because when we get right down to it, we're all pretty anonymous. We live without much notoriety. We're known to family and friends, and that's about it. And yet, each of us is called to proclaim and to live the gospel and to build up the reign of God on earth as best we can. And we're called to do that pretty much anonymously, without fanfare, with very few people, if anyone, knowing what we're accomplishing. So when we think of Bartholomew, we can think of an apostle who is pretty much anonymous, and yet who helped to build up the reign of God. We are called to follow in his footsteps, and despite our anonymity, to make the reign of God more visible on this earth.